we're back here at the GSL, brought to you by LG Intel and G-Skill. I'm Tasteless, with me as our Toastess, and we have a very important match today.
Yes, we do, and it is going to be an exciting one. The BlizzCon World Champion, Genius, from the MVP team, against Slayer's boxer himself, Emperor. This is actually going to be really good.
I think Genius might be slightly favored here, but Slayer's boxer never fails to impress me.
Yeah, no, this guy actually uses nukes. I've seen him recently go battle cruisers in TVP.
I loved it when he made those mass orbitals, was dropping mules.
He's one of the only players that just constantly does that. Is he gets to the late game, he's like,
Slayer's
I don't want
boxer
SCVs.
is so ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
But, Genius is pretty, he
He's
lives
been
up to
ahead
his
of the
name.
curve since the beta.
Yeah.
In the beta, this guy was like the scariest Protoss in the world.
No kidding, man.
Scarier than MC, actually.
I remember when he lost in GSL Season 1, all the players were like,
yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. He was actually favored to perhaps win that. So
yeah. So, it's going to be a great match. I'm really excited. Let's introduce our first player. There he is, Genius. We actually casted him, pulling through with a victory at the BlizzCon World Championship
over Loner.
That's right. I was actually about to say, I was like, who was he playing against? It was Loner.
Loner, man. It was a great series. Well, here he is. Very strong player still. Hasn't had as deep results as he is wanted in the GSL so far. I feel like he's better than what he's placed. But he's been solid. Every time he's up against the ropes, he comes out with those big wins.
Yeah, he's a member of the team MVP. This is not to be confused with the player MVP. Sorry for that's a bit misleading, but it is a Korean pro team MVP. And
what if there was a player named I'm that joined MVP?
Oh God,
MVP, MVP I'm and I'm MVP, and they play each other.
That's when we actually step in.
And they use a Terran.
I'm like, listen, hold on here. This is a little bit too misleading. This is, of course, the Super Tournament. And this, of course, is Slayer's boxer.
Look at that haircut.
Look at that guy. Looking sharp. Mm-hmm. Slayer's boxer is probably the most influential person in esports history, especially here in Seoul, South Korea.
Korea, no doubt about it.
He is so famous that everybody knows who he is in Korea. And most people actually know who he is outside of Korea. So this guy was one of the original best StarCraft 1 pro gamers. Kind of went more into coaching. Now he's back here. He already has his own team, the Slayers team. And
still an unbelievably high skill level.
Yeah, he's very good. He spends a lot more time coaching, running the team, but he's still a very scary player. And yeah, man, this is very exciting.
Yeah, I'm actually totally stoked about this match. This is a great match. I actually have no idea who's going to win. I do, as you said, give an edge to Genius. But Slayer's boxer has shown time and time again that whenever you most think he's washed up, he comes back big.
Yeah, he comes deep. This is a guy I think who has more, maybe him and Null Rob from StarCraft 1, the most outrageous strats that we've seen to date.
Absolutely.
So here's our map lineup: Dual Sight, Crevasse, and Terminus Reed. And they both limited Crossfire, interestingly enough.
Yeah, that is very
Crossfire, man, that map's a real bitch to play on, to be totally honest. It's a really
It can
tough
be
map.
a pain.
Yeah. So I'm not really shocked by that. All right. The countdown started. By the way, I love that bird in our intro video. The big flaming bird.
Yeah, you like that?
Oh, that's Pirate Bird, man. All right, it's game time here. Head-to-head. Genius against Slayer's boxer here. With Baller Nerds and Pirate Birds, this is the GSL.
MVPGenius versus Slayer's boxer.
All right, it's time. Our Protoss player, this guy is very intelligent. He's very crafty with the strategies, very deceptive on a psychological level.
MVPGenius.
And one of the few players from the MVP team that is managed to be in a tournament as prestigious as GSL Super Tournament. Now, over here in the blue, nicknamed the Emperor in the Korean scene, a pro gamer, as well as a celebrity.
He is that. He's Lance Armstrong. He's Michael Jordan.
He's everything.
That's
cool.
Every famous person from every sport is who he is. Wayne Gretzky.
Yep. Mike Tyson.
That guy that bowled like all perfects.
That guy that can eat like 50 hot dogs or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Did he just die? Am I making this up? Oh.
I didn't hear that. Boxer KOG.
Mo Trap made that. That's Mo Trap.
Mo Trap?
Mo
Give me some Mo that trap.
All right, scouting probe comes in here, checks, sees no proxy, prices, oh, thank God. Because I'm playing against Slayer's Box, we need proxies all the time.
Yeah.
Steals a mineral.
Not just a mineral, but 5. There's 5 minerals in there. I know it looks like one basis, but its value is up at 5. I counted the carats. I zoomed in. I can tell.
All right, so what I'm wondering is what is Genius's strat going to be here? We'll probably have to wait until the cybernetics core finishes before we really get an idea.
He's getting a super fast second gas.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, it's not super, super fast, but it's fast. And I like that. I like that he's doing that. You probably want to make a lot of centuries against Boxer because you never know what he's going to do.
So here's the command center on the lane. We got a little bit of downtime, so you guys might want to add us on Twitter. Call me Artosis. And Gom TV's, you might have the old Gom TV Twitter account. The new one is Gom TV.
Yeah.
Not net.
And check out thehandsomenerd.com. We have some great new shirts up there. StarCraft shirts.
Yeah, maybe you're a guy that doesn't have any clothes.
Yeah.
Maybe you're cold.
You're naked.
You're naked?
Complete.
Well, maybe you should order some shirts.
Yeah.
Now, the SCV will be picked up here. Basically, SCV cannot get away from a stalker.
As he gets away.
Bunker on the way here. That's actually interesting.
Yeah, it looks like
here. It looks like he wants to fake doing some kind of tech or something.
Yeah. He's
like,
making it look like
Banshee.
This may be a Marauder expand. This may be anything. But in fact, just uses that gas to get out a very quick reactor and go for an expand. It's a good build. It's a very good build by Slayer's Boxer. He's always someone who tries to deceive his opponent. Mind games are like, they are Boxer. That's what Boxer is.
This probe going to each of the gateways, which are essentially Xenon watchtowers. And, the funny thing about watching two players like this play, MVP and Slayer's Boxer, Genius and Slayer's Boxer, is that, whatever they show their opponent, it's not what they're doing.
Yeah.
These are two of the sneakiest players in all of StarCraft 2.
That's
in
true.
the entire world.
They might even be sneakier than Trickster himself.
Yeah.
And that guy's a trickster, man.
That's his name, man.
Yeah. Can't make a much more tricky name than that. Maybe like I'm lying. TSL I'm lying. Like, I think you're lying. He's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, you lied again!
All right, the warp gates are up and running, and it looks like it's going to be a kind of a very steady, safe 3 warp gate expand build here.
Yeah, he
doesn't want to do anything.
He's staying on top of his ramp because he does not trust Slayer's Boxer. He has sentries. He has a ton of gas banked, and he's going Robo. So this is actually like as safe as you can get.
This
Look,
is so
the Robo
middle of the
is
road.
rallied to his minerals so that he can get the observer there.
Just
it's
in
so
case
funny.
the Banshee comes out.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like what Genius has decided to do is essentially play as safe as possible, try to stop Slayer's Boxer in whatever sneaky thing he's most likely going to do, and then after deflecting that, win the game.
And Slayer's Boxer, very interestingly, is going for 2 barracks tech rush. So he's rushing right up to Medivacs with this, and this is a style that Select from Dignitas, the former 2-time Dawn of War world champion, really popularized actually quite a long time ago. You rush to these dropships really quick, and you really tax your opponent's multitasking. You say, you know what, you better split every unit perfectly, or I am going to kill you. So we're going to see some hyper-aggression, hyper-harassment from Slayer's Boxer, and we're going to have to see if that works out for him. Can Genius defend against this well? Nah.
Now, he has moved out of his base Arnold Logren, I think you're dead on. I think it's smart of Slayer's Boxer, by the way, to take this kind of approach because this is one of his stronger points.
Yeah, no, this is
multitasking and throwing the guy off.
Absolutely. This is like a build for Boxer. He's already got stim done. We're going to in the second here. And it's like a great choice, man. The other neat thing we see with this a lot is you attack, and when they force field, you lift up and run behind because your opponents normally stalker light at this point in the game.
All right. As you can see here, it's about to be time for the attack to occur. Genius is basically anticipating this, so I think Slayer's Boxer will actually have to turn around.
Yeah, he may have to. In fact, he sees that and does turn around very smartly. The Observer is on his tail.
Observer is on pursuit.
Leave it to me. You're an observer, man. What are you going to do?
Uh-oh.
It's like the biggest tattletale in the whole world. I'm like, yeah, that's a good superpower.
It's like the biggest stool pigeon ever. Okay, here comes the drop.
He does have some zealots in here, so it's going to be hard
to target fire the medevacs here.
Yeah, he does. But looks like he is going to target some of these Marines down. Uh-oh, Slayer's Boxer.
God. Oh, this is so bad right now. Oh, please.
Goes over the dead Christmas trees. Can he get away?
He's getting close. This is an open area. Stalkers are pretty fast. And he will get it.
Now that is so painful for Slayer's Boxer. Falls way behind, 92 supply to 65. You know, here's my problem with it. He knew an observer was on him. You know, he's Slayer's Boxer. He's used to seeing observers. The shadow of them moving and stuff. He saw that he wasn't going to get the drop to work once, and then he tried it again, and it didn't work again, and he lost everything because of it. So that's painful, Tasteless. He did not really adapt correctly to Genius there.
No, he definitely did not adapt correctly. You're right about that. Now, you know what surprises me is he should have seen the blur of the Observer.
Yeah.
And, yeah, a little bit just caught off guard. And he's also doing it again to the Observer's floating over his army, and he's not scanning.
Genius choosing a good tech path right now. Chrono boosting out Forge upgrades, getting his Templar Archives, getting his Blink up. Blink going to be preferable to charge at the moment, just to stop any drops, because Slayer's Boxer is behind. He can't really do a frontal attack.
You know, if I were Genius, I would have expanded again right away.
Oh, yeah?
Well, you know, it's like you just killed that off. Like,
that's quite true.
Gets another medevac. This is getting bad, Artosis.
Yeah, it's getting really bad.
Uh-oh.
He's just starting to kill stuff, man.
I think he actually might be able to just go kill him. He has enough stalkers.
Maybe. Yeah,
we'll see. A lot of it will depend on
he has a lot of
force
sentry
fields.
energy, yeah. That's what it comes down to a lot of the time. I wouldn't attack right here, though, because, you know, you're already ahead. You don't have to kill him right here. If you just play a very solid game from here, Slayer's Boxer's going to have an unbelievably hard time to kill you, whereas if you attack in and he holds, man, I mean, Marauders and Marines build pretty quick. He's going to have a sizable amount of units. He's going to have his SCVs.
All right. Forcing to cancel there. Nice. That's a perfect poke.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. You go in there, you do a little bit of damage, you leave.
And he does have Blink now. So now he can actually do some of these pokes and get away unharmed.
Worker scouting the inside of MVP's base.
And he sees the
Genius's base. I'm so sorry I keep calling him MVP, guys.
Sees the Chrono Boost on the Templar Archive stasis. So he realizes, uh-oh, I need Ghost. But Slayer's Boxer already
he
has
actually
Ghost
just
Academy.
stimmed everything to kill a probe and a pylon.
Ouch.
Actually, might have just been the few units in the front. So
He even tricked Tasteless with that
well,
one.
right as you said, you like clicked on the units on your thing, and I'm like, ooh. I'm like, I can either admit that I was wrong, or
I like tell everyone later.
Tasteless is a liar. All right. Well, right now, Slayer's Boxer really can't